Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye What, and let's queer up the USA view. Will Facebook and Insta be the next Elon X Twitter? Watch this.
I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms.
Meta plans to replace its fact-checking system with a new Musk-inspired approach. Mark Zuckerberg announced Meta will end its fact-checking partnerships in the United States. Instead, Meta will adopt a crowdsourced model like Community Notes used on Elon Musk's Twitter. Community Notes relies on users to flag and clarify misleading posts through collaborative consensus, Zuckerberg claimed. Justifying the controversial decision, he said, quote, "The fact-checkers have been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they created. We're going back to our roots and we'll focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms," end quote. Meta's content moderation teams will also relocate from California to Texas to reduce perceived bias. Zuckerberg said, quote, "Meta will now relax restrictions on hot-button topics like immigration and gender aligning with mainstream discourse," end quote. The decision has sparked debate, especially within the queer community, about unchecked hate speech. Critics argue this shift could amplify harmful rhetoric, while supporters praise the focus on free expression. This left such an awful taste in my mouth, all right? And me and Mr. Billions were talking about this before the show. Why does Mark Zuckerberg kind of look like AI video gone wrong, right? Like, it's like his hair's never been that perfect. His skin has never been without some kind of acne on it or something, because, you know, money don't buy you prettiness, right? So, I mean, it's weird. But, you know, this honestly makes me sad because I get it. And I know Bonnie's going to mention something about me being old, but I love Facebook, okay? I am a big fan of Facebook. I really do connect with a lot of people, you know, through it, and Instagram. And so I left X, Twitter, the second that homophobia, transphobia, and racism was allowed. The second it was allowed, I was like, peace out, I'm done. What will happen if I have to do the same thing with Facebook? And this is what, you know, this is what's bringing up to me. I have friends that started posting today, hey, we've got to start posting privately. We've got to start looking through our friends list and start eliminating some people that we know don't align with our views. Right. Man, I'm not there yet, folks. What do you guys think?
Well, someone I really trust did make an interesting post about how he doesn't use it for politics. He's not on Facebook to discuss politics. He's there for social reasons. He's there to so in a way, if you can sort of shut out that part, that's also a thing. But also, you know, as for Zuckerberg, not known for his subtlety, it's really important to mention that he was wearing a $900,000 Grubel 4C handmade one wristwatch in that video. Wow. Seriously, go close up to that video.
Wow.
That is, yes. So, not, you know, what does he care? He's got a $900,000 watch on his wrist.
Of course, and he's also kissing Trump's ass by doing this. You know, he knows who's going to be in office in a couple of weeks, Mark.
He probably paid just as much for that hair, or whenever.
Yeah, it does look like a tube,
hair was
doesn't it?
Right?
You said perfect, and I don't see perfect. Perfect.
It was nice for him.
This man is talking about his roots with that hair in that video. What are y'all seeing?
It's the best it's looked, Bonnie. It's the best it's looked.
I agree.
That's it.
Because he normally looks
the standard is in the ground.
He is heading towards Carrot
I
Top.
think it's so interesting that Facebook and most of these social media sites were all originally created for pastime or for something to do in your free time.
For connection.
And it's such a political topic and such a sore to be discussed in the media day in, day out, day in, day out. I just want to post, I like fish today, and post my picture.
I love fish today.
Today.
I don't want to have to worry about, is this fish appropriate? Am I showing the
Who's
underbelly?
offended?
Like, It's too much thought process on such a simple platform.
Also, I'm going to say this. The only way a fact checker should get fired is if they're lying with their job. Like, if they're not checking the facts, that's the only reason you should be let go from your position. The reason he's saying he wants to let go of the actual fact checkers is because they're too diligent and they're too one-sided.
They're
allegedly
very expensive, Bonnie. It's also very expensive to do
that. Man got a some dollar watch. He can afford some good ass fact checkers. Just because they're biased, they are checking the facts. They're being factual. So if they are leaning to one way, that means the other side isn't being factual. So they have been doing their job, and it is so apparent that y'all are being bought out by each other. It is a circle jerk of the same dollar bills going the same circle, paying each other to do the same goddamn job, lying to our face. So y'all can't be no motherfucking fact checkers because y'all be lying. Leave the fact checkers to check the goddamn facts. Hello.
Well, we won't worry about that anymore, Bonnie, because there won't be anybody checking, okay?
Oh
and then
my God.
let's think about during the election time, okay? Misinformation was going rampant, okay?
Yes.
During COVID, let's remember that, okay? Like, misinformation kills people. Misinformation continues to lead this nation in the wrong direction, okay?
Right.
And now Facebook will be just like the Wild Wild West. Put whatever the F you want. Talk shit about everybody. It's fine, you know? I mean...
Blue Sky.
Go
to Blue Sky.
Go to Blue Sky.
Yeah, Blue
I've
Sky.
heard good things about Blue Sky.
It's a decision that's made out of fear. Remember the backlash from when he kicked Trump off of Facebook. And there has been a huge rift ever since. I think he's afraid if he doesn't capitulate a little bit, that there's going to be government enforcement on top of him. And he's just trying to get in good graces of the people in power.
Well, that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.